Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for this time, I will deliver my presentation entitled Radio as an Educational Media Impact on Agricultural Development. So, this is the abstract. The radio is a powerful communication tool. It has proved to be the most effective media in promoting agriculture and development in rural areas, particularly as a tool for the delivery of quick informations. An aqueous experimental study was designed to determine the effectiveness of the radio as an educational media to transfer agricultural information to farmers. Total of 161 subjects were selected randomly for Fars province area. After determining educational goals of study, a questionnaire was prepared for the pre and post test, and based on educational content, a radio program was produced on fighting against agricultural pests and the correct method of using agricultural poisons. Participants responded to the pre-test 1 week before broadcasting the radio program through the Provincial Broadcast Center of Fars. The post-test was conducted after broadcasting the radio program, and the result indicate the majority of the respondents were male, 91.3%, and married, 81%, and about 14.9% of the respondents were illiterate, with the most being between 41 till 50 years old. Uh, believe that producing suitable agricultural programs in the language and culture of the regions could be very effective. The findings of study also show that educational intervention the radio resulted in significant knowledge enhance 3.99 to 6.41 out of 10. This result clearly indicate the effective role of radio in improving awareness of farming. Radio remains a vital part of development in farming system. Agricultural education intervention programs will be more fruitful if they are conveyed through the radio. Such programs should result in farmer awareness. So, the introduction is we're living in a world that is saturated by mass media in our environment with data informations. And the widespread use of the mass media resulted in heightening the level of public knowledge in different fields. And among the diverse media, radio and televisions, to their wide and vast range of viewers, have had an outstanding positions, particularly with regard to informal teaching and are considered the best cultural and educational media. Many researchers and educators have tested understanding of farmers and other clients on the delivery educational informations. And nowadays, access to education, information knowledge, and communication plays a vital role in the individual and social life as well as human development and inclinations towards growth. As a prerequisite of knowledge, information recognition and awareness are among the most efficient factors in reaching human development. And Ecoja has mentioned that information sources in different aspects of agriculture for the farmers are radio and televisions, propaganda publications, telefarm newspaper, agriculture exhibitions, practical education and consultation services, respectively. And Jenkins and his college have conducted study about the information technology used by farmers of North California. In Nigeria, uh, conducted by Arroyo Koyo shows that all video, radio, and television are the major sources of informations of the farmer in this country. And in Canada, considers radio as a noticeable medium in parallel with its technological improvement in the field agriculture. In Sri Lanka, under supervision of a common program between UNESCO and the government, radio is used as a link between people and the internet. In this activity, in addition to gaining information from various sources, such information is broadcasted for those who do not know English. Radio programs include a wide diversity of miscellaneous programs, one of the most popular programs as it at the service of the fatherland. And radio is a powerful communication tool that has also proved to be the most effective media. Radio and television are the most effective tools in communications for the support of development of the same. Radio is acknowledged as the most important medium for communicating with the rural populations of developing countries (FAO). And the purpose of current study is to determine the role of radio on the enhancement of the farmer's agricultural knowledge. And the methodology here is the present research, a quasi-experimental study, aims to determine the role of radio in enhancing farmers' agricultural knowledge. The study populations constituted all residents of four provinces in Iran. From these populations, 161 people were selected and scrutinized randomly. And the sample for this study, farmers of the region were selected based on present statistics available in agricultural organizations. The structure of the radio program was determined, and all agents were selected to make the program more appealing and attractive. The radio has applied as productive media. They include performer experts, uh, reports, educational, rhythmic songs, and short drama performances. And the researchers visited the above mentioned village with the purpose of interviewing and completing the pretest form. And 1 week after the completion of the pretest, the radio program on fighting agricultural pests was broadcasted through the local radio center. And 1 week after the broadcast of the radio program, uh, the post test was complete, and this is the software SPSS and statistical tests of C and T-test and ANOVA were used for the analysis and interpretations of the informations. And as a result, uh, the study showed that producing and broadcasting local agricultural program is the most suitable. The use of the local language in this program was the most effective in deciding the degree of satisfaction. 1 week after the program was broadcast, post-test was carried out. It turned out that 83.23% about 134 farmers of the respondent had the opportunity to listen the program. Those who were not able to do so for any reason were excluded from the sample for about 16.77%. And the discussion here, Sharma states the radio is the most widespread trusted media. It is a unique media form that can be turned to user experience. One of the strengths of the radio is its low cost. So the table 1 is illustrate the level of knowledge of farmers with regards to 10 questions before and after interventions, which shows that for all questions, the level of their knowledge had increased significantly for about 0.5%, and the maximum and the minimum rise in farmers' knowledge related to question 3 and 8 respectively. And then the result showed that the number of correct answers had increased during the post-test, and the average score increased from 3.99 during the pre-test to 6.41 during the post-test for the radio program. So this result is in agreement with that of Fazari, who reported efficacy of radio to gain political knowledge through radio. And Chapman, in his study about role radio in agricultural extension in Ghana, reported that of respondents believed that the message of radio were true affirmatively, while 17% wouldn't answer the question. And Warondu and Thompson reported the use of educational radio in developing countries and cited some notable applications, teaching mathematics to school children in Thailand, and for teacher training and other curricula, and further literacy training and other programs in Mexico from Kidsbook and Coding, and health and education in Nicaragua by Cook and Romweber, and change in farming practices and improving production in Guatemala by Ray, and nutrition education in the Philippines and Indonesia by Manoff, and family planning and health in Sri Lanka by Academic for Educational Development, and then in developing countries such as Pakistan and Africa, radio is considered as a informal education tool which is vital for development and farming system. The conclusion is mass media offers effective channel for communicating message agricultural message which can increase knowledge and influence behavior of intended audience. And the broadcast media have the ability to disseminate information to large audiences efficiently. That can be particularly important channel. And since the radio plays a more important role in public educations, producers should be familiar with the latest and newest program structures to be able to meet the needs of people by employing appealing methods. And based on the research finding, the farmers' literacy levels play an important role in the extent of his or her use of valuable media. And then the relevant institutes and organizations should provide appropriate and opportunities for the development of formal and informal education in a move to decrease illiteracy level in rural communities. So thank you very much. This is the end of my presentations. So thank you very much. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.